The Philip Schofield story lingers on. It's going to go on for a while, I'm afraid. So just bear with me because we have to deal with it, I think. And I want to question Eamon Holmes. The question really is, why now? Why now, if he knew so much about how delusional, how bullying Philip Schofield was, why didn't he say so earlier? Why has he left it till now? And this morning, there was a program with Julia Hartley, brewer, going on and on and on. She's very good. She's very good telly, I must say. She said, she started off by saying, who knew what and when? And I think she's going in the right direction. The people who are really at fault are the TV executives. And the big deal here is whether or not they were aware of their responsibility in terms of safeguarding and power. So you've got a household name on daytime, primetime TV who is behaving oddly. And the ITV board must be questioned. It's not about being gay or lying, it's about power and control, and whether the people who worked with Philip Schofield or for Philip Schofield, whether they knew what they knew, when they knew it, and how they hid it. People were told. The rumours were flying. The executives must have been told the rumours, otherwise they wouldn't have done their cursory investigation. Yet the young man at the heart of that cursory investigation said that he was never questioned. Again, this flies in the face of what the executives are claiming. They're trying to protect their back. They're trying to put water between themselves and the Philip Schofield scandal. But it doesn't work. The finger of blame is not primarily pointing at Schofield, or shouldn't be. It goes to the executives. It points in their direction. Who paid the taxi bills for Philip Schofield's trips, or for Philip Schofield's lads' trips from his pied-à-terre to the studio on a Friday morning, on a regular basis, after partying during the night? They must have known. That's what Julia Hartley Brewer says. They must have known, absolutely. Kevin Ligo, Carolyn McCall, and the others, all those executives, all ignorant. She says that they pretend to be woke when they want to be, don't they? That's what she says. Well, yes, they do. They do. And they pretend to be knowledgeable when they want to be. And when they don't want to be, they feign ignorance. They're very happy, she says, to get rid of Piers Morgan. Oh, my stab for Piers. Very happy to get rid of Piers Morgan, who spoke the truth about Meghan. You can't trust a word she says. Absolutely. Does this vindicate Piers Morgan? Maybe it does, in part. Maybe it does. Emma Holmes, Eamon Holmes, sorry. Emma Holmes. Eamon Holmes. Dan Wootton. They've spoken out. And she says this is bitter tit for tat from ex-presenters. Absolutely. But the problem was that all the stories about Philip Schofield were dismissed by the executives as malicious gossip, but it isn't true. It really was true. The executives' quote investigation was ineffective, or intended to be ineffective. This was about exploitation, power, and control. And Philip Schofield, Julia Hartley Brewer says, tried to get ahead of the story, coming out as gay. She calls this a cunning deflection, a shield for his wrongdoing. She says it wasn't criminal, but it was inappropriate. Surely it was inappropriate because of a controlling and coercive relationship that took place. And the lad had his job because of Philip. And workplace boundaries, she says, were not respected. This was about an imbalance of power. And the executives, how much did the executives know? Um, and that I think is the crunch, because it's not suggesting that Philip was criminal, but he was, and actually I don't even think I want to say he was enabled. He was enabled in a way, but the executives were conniving to make sure that he remained fronting this program, because he was their golden goose. Well, who's being goosed now? Phillip Schofield will be fine. He's made a lot of money. But I think there will be a string of top executives from ITV leaving their jobs in the next couple of weeks. And I also think it will be highly surprising if this morning continues. I think this morning we're rapidly moving into nighttime and the bin, and necessarily so. No one can continue with that program. It's not because it reminds us of Phillip Schofield. It's because it reminds us of these tired executives who have not done their job, who have not done due diligence, who have not done their safeguarding, who have not been careful.